fight as destined.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to SAP Center here in San Jose, California, as we get set for the official weigh-ins as Miller Lite tomorrow night right here presents Bellator MMA. For those joining us on the live stream, we welcome you to sunny California. We are back once again here twice in 2015 and finally back here again in 2016. Back at 142, Bellator Dynamite. Tomorrow night's main event just about happened, but we'll have it for you tomorrow night. Main event tomorrow night, Mr. Wonderful and the King go 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight divisions. Tickets, if you don't have them, they're still available at Bellator.com. If you're joining us on the live stream, if you're here local, SAP Center box office will be the place to go. Tomorrow night, doors open. 3 p.m. local time, 3 o'clock local time. First fight set for 3:30. We'll go live local on Spike at 5 p.m. That's 1 hour earlier than our normal start time live on Spike, 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA live on Spike. Again, tickets available while you're here, SAP box office. Hey, quick reminder for those Bellator Nation members, the Fan Fest goes on tonight at Dave & Buster's in Milpitas, 8 o'clock tonight, free to Bellator Nation members. Names like Gracie, Couture, Mark Coleman, Stitch Duran, the reigning light heavyweight champion. That's Liam McGeary, Kung Lee. They'll all be there tonight. Dave & Buster's, Milpitas, 8 o'clock will be your start time. If you're not a Bellator Nation member, by the way, Bellator.com. Get signed up quickly and join us tonight. Tonight's weigh-ins, tomorrow night's action, all sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Chairman Mr. John Carvelli, Executive Officer Andy Foster. Mark, thank you very much. My name is Mike Williams, cage announcer for Bellator, joined, as always, by the lovely ladies of Bellator MMA. This is Mercedes, Dasha, and Lindsay. Ladies, thank you. Without further ado, let's put the fighters on the scale. Would you please welcome one half of the broadcast team, live on Spike, the analyst. Please welcome once again Mr. Jimmy Smith.
Thank you so much. We start out with our preliminary fights. Of course, check them out on Spike.com. We start out in the featherweight division, 145 pounds. Mark Dickman versus Thomas Dion. First to the scale, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Please welcome Mark Dickman. A record of 10-2, 6 wins by knockout, 3 by submission.
scale when you're ready. $145.7.
145.7 for Mark Dickman. And his opponent, fighting out of San Jose, California. Please welcome Thomas Dion. Record of 5-5 as a pro, 4 wins by knockout.
Step straight on it. 146.4. Let's get a towel up. Thing goes off.
146.4, they're gonna try it with the towel. $146.2 has .2 to go. Oh, 146.0, he made it. Give it up for Thomas Dion. They'll kick it off for us. Our first preliminary fight, Mark Dickman versus Thomas Dion. Next up, a women's MMA fight in the strawweight division, 115 pounds. Stephanie FRAUSTO versus Jamie Nivera, first to the scale, fighting out of Dublin, California. Please welcome Stephanie FRAUSTO. Record of 5-5 as a pro, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission.
Where do I stand?
$115.4 for Stephanie FRAUSTO. And her opponent, fighting out of San Francisco, California. Please welcome Jamie Nivera. Professional record of 3-1. $120 on the dot for Jamie Nivera. Let's give it up for the ladies. Stephanie FRAUSTO versus Jamie Nivera. The next fight, a catchweight, 160 pounds, Joshua Hardwick versus Jorge Acosta, first to the scale, fighting out of Denver, Colorado. Please welcome Joshua Hardwick. Making his pro debut. Yeah, no problem.
What's the weight?
Catch weight 160. Oh, sorry.
I got to look at the con.
I know.
We're good.
Just remembered that.
157.
157.9 for Joshua Hardwick. And his opponent fighting out of Salinas, California. Please welcome Jorge Acosta. A record of 1-1 as a pro. $158.6 for Jorge Acosta. Catch weight of 160, Joshua Hardwick versus Jorge Acosta. Give it up for him.
Thank you guys. This is the bout fight.
What?
The bout fight. The veterans.
Oh, this one?
This one was the veterans.
Hey, on that overweight fight, the contract was written for 160.
Next up, the welterweights, 170 pounds, Doyle Childs versus Sam Spangler. First to the scale, fighting out of San Jose, California. Please welcome Doyle Childs. Record of 2-1 as a pro, 1 win by knockout. $170.4 for Doyle Childs. And his opponent, also out of San Jose, California. Please welcome Sam Spangler. Professional record of 8-5, 3 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. $170.8 for Sam Spangler. Let's give it up for the welterweights. Doyle Childs versus Sam Spangler. Next up, a fight in the flyweight division, 125 pounds. Steven Gruber versus Josh Pava. First to scale, fighting out of Grizzly Flats, California. Please welcome Steven Gruber. Record of 5-1 as a pro, 1 win by knockout, 3 by submission. $125.1 for Steven Gruber. And his opponent fighting out of Vacaville, California. Please welcome Josh Pava. A record of 7-1, 2 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. $125.7 for Josh Pava. Let's give it up for the flyweight Steven Gruber versus Josh Pava. Moving up the scale to the welterweight division, 170 pounds. It's Martin Sano versus Danasabi Muhammed, first to the scale, fighting out of Lodi, California. Please welcome Martin Sano. Okay. 4-1 as a pro, 1 win by knockout, 3 by submission. $171 on the dot for Martin Sano. And his opponent fighting out of Napa, California. Please welcome Danasabi Muhammed. A record of 3-0, all of his wins by submission. $170 on the dot for Danasabi Muhammed. Let's give it up for the welterweights, Martin Sano versus Danasabi Muhammed. Moving back down the scale to the featherweight division, 145 pounds. Anthony Taylor versus Victor Jones, first to the scale, fighting out of Alameda, California. Please welcome Anthony Taylor.
Step on the scale. $146.4. They're going to try it with the towel. Rich Chow, our matchmaker slash towel holder, always doing a great job.
Still .2 to go. And his opponent fighting out of San Jose, California. Please welcome Victor Jones. $145.5 for Victor Jones. The featherweights, Anthony Taylor versus Victor Jones. Moving up the scale to the big boys, the heavyweight division, 265 pounds, Sean Tucker versus James Chapman. First to the scale, fighting out of Herlong, California. Please welcome Sean Tucker. Making his pro debut, he stands 6'2", 27 years old.
All you, sir, step on the scale.
265.3 for Sean Tucker. And his opponent fighting out of San Jose, California. Please welcome James Chapman. Also making his pro debut, he stands 6'1", 38 years old. $230.6 for James Chapman. Right on the red line, brother. Let's give it up for the heavyweight, Sean Tucker versus James Chapman. And our final preliminary fight of the evening in the bantamweight division, 135, Jeremiah LABIANO versus Josh San Diego. First to the scale, fighting out of Hayward, California. Please welcome Jeremiah LABIANO. Record of 9-3 as a pro, 3 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. $135.3 for Jeremiah LABIANO. And his opponent fighting out of Milpitas, California. Please welcome Josh San Diego. A record of 6-1, 1 win by knockout, 3 by submission. 136 on the nose for Josh San Diego. The bantamweights, Jeremiah Labiano versus Josh San Diego. Give it up for him. I'm moving on to the televised portion of our show. Of course, check us out on Spike TV. We start out in the welterweight division, 170 pounds. Rick Rieger versus Andre Filo, first to the scale, fighting out of North Concord, California. Please welcome Rick Rieger. Professional record of 7-1, 2 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. 169.6 for Rick Rieger. Rick, biggest opportunity of your career in front of your hometown crowd. What does that mean to you, man?
Oh, man, huge, huge. It's a huge opportunity fighting for Bellator. Plus, we're right here in the Bay Area, so, you know, I love to put on a show for my fans out here in the Bay.
And his opponent, all the way from Lisbon, Portugal, please welcome Andre Filo. A record of 7-0, all of them finishes, 6 knockouts, 1 submission. $170.3 for Andre Filo. Right here, Andre. Me first. You just heard it. One guy representing his hometown. You're representing the flag of Portugal. What does that mean for the fans tomorrow night?
Man, it means everything. I'm going to dedicate this to a very special person, and I'm going to do this for the whole country.
They'll kick it off for us at 170. Rick Rieger versus Andre Filo. Moving down to the lightweight division, 155 pounds, Ray Wood versus Adam Piccolati, first to the scale, fighting out of Amarillo, Texas. Please welcome Ray Wood. A record of 7-1, 4 wins by knockout, 2 by submission.
Just a rule. Thank you, man. Thank you. $154.6 for Ray Wood. I know your style is hard to describe. It seems like you don't know what you're going to do before you do it. For the fans who haven't seen you, what can they expect from you tomorrow night?
absolute fireworks. You know, it's going to be a showstopper right from the get-go. Be there early.
And his opponent, fighting out of Half Moon Bay, California, please welcome Adam Piccolati. Undefeated as a professional, 7-0, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission.
Step up there, sir.
155.8 for Adam Piccolati. You're fighting a guy in Ray Wood who's coming up to your division, the place you want to make your name and plant your flag. What does that mean for him tomorrow night?
Man, you just said it. That's my division. This is my place. This is my home, so he better be ready.
You heard it. It's going to be a good one in the lightweight division. Ray Wood versus Adam Piccolati. Give it up for him. And next up, the welterweights, 170 pounds, Syed Awad versus Cyborg Santos. First to the scale, fighting out of San Bernardino, California. Please welcome Syed Awad. Record of 18-7, 7 wins by knockout, 7 by submission. $169.9 for Syed Awad.
You want pants on first?
We go way back. You can do it with underwear, dude. It's cool. Syed, you made your whole career putting guys' lights out with power punches. You said against Cyborg, a guy who's fought at middleweight, nothing changes. You feel you can drop him with a punch, man.
I definitely feel like I could drop him with a punch, you know. I'm going up a weight class. I feel stronger. My hands are heavier, and I'm going to come take him out.
And his opponent, fighting out of Houston, Texas, please welcome Cyborg Santos. Very experienced, a record of 21-16, 12 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. $170.4 for Cyborg Santos. Cyborg, we just saw you fight April 23rd. You're fighting again May 14th. Quick turnaround, but no hesitation. Why?
Because I love fighting. I'm ready, and I want to give my best for Bellator.
Do not tune into this fight late. Syed Awad versus Cyborg Santos. Give it up for him. And now for our main event of the evening in the light heavyweight division, 205 pounds, King Mo versus Phil Davis. First to the scale, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Please welcome King Mo. Record of 19-4 as a professional, 13 of those wins by knockout. $205.4 for King Mo. Mo, the last time I called your fight, you said conquering Japan. That's what you went over to do. But now, this for a title fight. If you can beat Phil Davis, what does that mean for you? How does that motivate you, man?
Ain't no if, you mean when. And that's all I gotta say.
And his opponent fighting out of San Diego, California. Please welcome Phil Davis. Record of 15-3 as a pro, 3 wins by knockout, 5 by submission. It's a good excuse to lose your wedding ring is weighing in. Throwing that out there. $205.9 for Phil Davis. Hydrate first. That's important for him. Phil, this is a fight people have been talking about since you signed with Bellator. Was supposed to happen at Dynamite. Couldn't happen because of an injury. What does it mean to finally get in the cage with King Mo and get it all settled?
Man, you know, the fans been waiting for this. You know, he owes it to the fans to show up tomorrow night. We're waiting for him. Second round of the tournament. We didn't see him. I was there. You were there. We're ready.
Uncalled for by the champion. We've been waiting for it for a long time. King Mo versus Phil Davis. Give it up for him. And the champ, Liam McGeary. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, San Jose. We'll see you at the fights tomorrow night. Rest in peace, Jordan Parsons.
Jimmy Smith, thank you very much. For those that have joined us, we thank you. For those that are joining us in the live stream, thank you as well for joining us here at the official weigh-ins. And a thanks to Liam McGeary, the light heavyweight champ, for joining us. He'll be at the Bellator Fan Fest tonight, 8 o'clock. Dave and Buster's in Milpitas. We'll see you guys out there. Tomorrow, doors open at 3 o'clock. First fight, 3:30. And then live on Spike, 5 o'clock local time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Again, we'll see you tomorrow night as Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA live on Spike.